Hi, I'm attorney Greg Dell here with attorney Victor Pena, and we're going to discuss a situation that we see a lot that unfortunately results in many claim denials. And the issue is, can a disability insurance company decide to go ahead and call a claimant's treating doctor and discuss the claim with them without the claimant even knowing about it?
Well, the short answer is usually yes, and the reason is because when you get those initial claim forms from the insurance company, in that packet they usually include a whole bunch of authorizations, one of which requires you to sign off and give them authorization to contact your doctors directly. So then they can request medical records, they can reach out to the doctors and get additional information, things like that.
Okay, so let's talk about the problems we see with this phone call. We know that they can do it, and when we're representing a claimant, what we often try to do is to say to the disability insurance company, send them a letter and say, look, if you want to speak to our claimant's doctors, please let us know, because we don't want to hear that you weren't able to speak to them, or we also don't want it to be done, behind our back,
Right.
without the doctor being prepared. So that segues into, if we know this is going to happen, how do we protect our clients from this situation?
Well, one of the things is what you just mentioned. You let the insurance company know if they need to get in contact with the doctor to let you know, and then so you can make sure that the doctor's responding, which is one of the biggest problems with doctors. They're busy. Sometimes they don't get the message, and oftentimes they don't respond at all, and then it causes a problem for the claim.
So the biggest struggle that I see is that the doctors, either two things happen. One is the insurance company doctor, usually an in-house doctor or an outside doctor, will write some report or something and send it over to the doctor, the treating doctor. The treating doctor will have it will be like, do you agree or disagree? And the treating doctor might be in a rush, gets tons of stuff, and just says, I agree. And that almost always results in a claim denial, because they're obviously agreeing with something that's counter to the benefit of the claimant.
Right.
The other thing is they'll have this phone call, and then the treating the hired doctor will send a summary to the treating doctor and say, what do you agree or disagree with what was said in this phone call? If you disagree, if you don't respond, then you agree.
Right.
And how often do you see the doctors don't respond?
Really often, a lot more often than you'd think. In fact, you can say sometimes they don't respond more often than they do, especially where they get those letters, kind of summarizing the contents of the conversation, and then what they'll do is just pick and choose and, summarize the conversation and just pick out little things from the conversation and make it hard for the doctor to respond.
Okay, so here's my tip for what the claimants have to do. You should tell your doctor that on no circumstances should they speak to the insurance company or anybody about your claim until such time that you have given them approval. The reason for that is because if we get involved with your claim, what we want to do is we want to prepare the doctor for the phone call. We want to have a conference with that doctor. We want to go see that doctor. We want to show them all of the other medical records, let them know the total picture about what's going on with you. We want them to understand the definition of disability in the occupation, because really that's what it's about. The other doctors from in-house aren't going to tell them about the definition of disability or what your occupation is. So you have to have your doctor prepped, bottom line. If they're not prepped, 8 out of 10 times you're going to get screwed, because the doctor, your in-house doctor, is going to one way or the other agree with the other doctor, unfortunately. So very common problem we see. We recommend that you take our advice on how to avoid this situation, that if you do believe your doctor is going to be contacted, please contact us so that we can help you. This is just one of the services that we offer in terms of whether we're helping you apply, managing your claim, or working during an appeal. We're going to provide you with a free review of your claim. We're going to let you know further how we think we can help you. We're available anywhere in the country, and we always offer a free initial consultation. We look forward to speaking with you.